Hey guys, this is Alpine Gremlin from BattleStress.com, and this is my very first gameplay video that I've ever done, the subject of which is World of Tanks. The map we are playing on is called Steppes, and the game mode we are playing is known as Encounter. In Encounter, there is one neutral base towards the center of the map and between the two teams, and they have to either fight to secure it or kill each other off. I'm driving my M46 Patton. It's a Tier 9 medium tank. It's very fast and maneuverable. And as you can see, me and the faster tanks, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go for the initial capture. We're going to try and secure the capture point and at least keep the enemies off it so that our heavy tanks, you'll see them if you look at the map, going into the west, they can push through and come around from the back in order to surround the enemy. Because in this game type, the flank is is what decides the game most of the time. If you lose your flank, you risk getting completely surrounded in the capture zone, and you usually lose. So we're going to stall them while our heavy tanks go ahead and try and push through. You'll notice that in a second, I'm not going to actually be going for the capture. My team will. We're coming up on the flag right now. You can see it in the distance. Instead of going to the cap, I'm going to go to that rock over there on my right in the distance, and I'm going to go and be like an initial forward spotter. I'm going to pick out targets, and I'm going to see if I can damage them and designate them for my team to see so they know what's coming. You can see right now coming up the two initial enemies, an E75 heavy tank and a KB-13 medium tank. I try to get an initial shot on the E75, but instead of damaging him, I just destroy his track. But he's immobilized and an easy target, so I designate him in case our artillery is loaded and wants to fire a shell at him. But over here on my left, you see a KB-13 coming in. He's going to try and spot my team, and I don't want that to happen. I take an early shot, but I just track him because my gun wasn't fully sighted in. But now he's an immobilized target and easy for my team to take out. I take out his other track actually with that shot. He takes another hit from my team, and I finish him off. You can see now I turn my attention to the E75, who's going into that ravine. He's going to try and damage my teammates in the cap. I see KB5 and I start to fall back, but I realize he's not really paying attention to me, so I'm going to go ahead and keep harassing this E75. I come over the ridge and get a cheap shot into his side, but then I also take a shot to my side from a Lorraine 40-ton, which is a medium tank, French Tier 9. I get into the ravine behind the E75 for cover and also to get just behind him. I look over my shoulder and make sure no one's there, take another shot, and now I'm moving over to his side, but I start taking hits to my rear armor as well. So I figure I take out the E75, and then I need to get moving quick because I'm taking some serious fire from the rear. I get tracked, but I use it to repair my track, and to my front I can see a T-30 and a Panther. Panther's a Tier 7 medium tank, and the T-30 is a Tier 9 tank destroyer. Now, you'd think that the T-30 is my priority target, but he's got a very slow-firing gun, even though it's very powerful. And the Panther has a weaker gun, but it fires much faster. Now, this is important because he can still damage enemies on the cap a lot faster than the T-30 can. And if you take any damage when you're capturing a base, any progress that you contributed towards that capture point goes away when you take damage, and you basically have to start over. If you notice, as my team takes damage, the bar at the top decreases when a teammate gets hit. So I figure if I take out the faster firing enemy first, I can do damage. Move on to the T-30 though. I'm using my hull down position. The great gun depression lets me hit him when he really can't hit me too well. But I realize instead of retreating, I can get another shot in because his gun reloads so slow, and that finishes him off. Now at this point, the game's pretty much won, quickly approaching 100%, and so I just figure I don't bother taking a shot because we just locked in the cap and we win. Just in time too, because if you notice, and if you look at the map here, our flank has been completely decimated, and the forward tanks of whatever they sent there have already arrived and are starting to surround us at the cap. So we captured that just in time because we would not have won if that went on for any longer. You can see here, this wasn't it wasn't, one tank just completely going Rambo on the other team and destroying everybody, but I think I contributed a good deal to my team's victory here. I kept them at bay, even though my team wanted me to get on the cap. Instead of being a fish in a barrel, I went ahead and took cover here and held off the enemies and took out a couple of them, firing on my team. With the ×2 bonus that you get for the first victory every day, I got around 3,000 experience, 57,000 credits, and spent 15,000 about on repair. I destroyed 4 tanks, you can see in my personal achievements here. And I didn't damage anything because the game, if you destroy a tank that you damage, it doesn't go on the damage list. So I destroyed every vehicle that I did damage to. And I detected 4 tanks as well. I shot 15 shells and I hit a target 15 times. So pretty good accuracy, and I got the sniper medal that round. So all in all, I think I did a pretty good job. I hope you guys like this commentary, because that's all about I have for now. I do have plenty more saved replays if you guys want to see them, that I could do some commentary on. And if you have any tips, because this is my first time, that I could improve on, that would be greatly appreciated, because I will do more of these in the future if you guys like it. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching, guys.